White switch. 1.9. Needles hit the top.
Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1951, the classic that was inspired by the 1938 novella Who Goes There? The Thing from Another World, which of course would later inspire the film The Thing from John Carpenter, which is actually more like Who Goes There than The Thing from Another World turned out to be. But anyway, that's something else. Of course, tonight being Friday, I would like to welcome my special guest friend. Well, he's co-host, whatever you want to call him. He is the YouTube Ronin. He is the man that never sleeps. He is the man himself that YouTube could not exist without anymore. It is Deleted Scenes. How are you doing, sir?
Fair to partly cloudy, good sir. How are you?
I am doing all right. For those who are wondering why we are watching The Thing from Another World, do you know where the spark of this came from? Deleted?
What did I do?
Nothing. I was just asking if you know why I kind of had this one kind of popped up in the hey, let's watch it category.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us?
Okay, because the last time 2 weeks ago we watched Strange Invaders, and the creepy old man that kept smiling and like did something and made the dog disappear was actor Kenneth Tobey, who plays the captain in this film, Captain Patrick Henry, the leader of the Arctic expedition. So why not? Let's watch The Thing from Another World. So that's kind of how we float here. And plus, I did give Deleted Scenes the option. Did he want to go to the Arctic, or did he want to watch a movie about something else? He chose this one. I'm not going to say the other one because that one's still going to be an option one day. But anyway, let's see who is in the chat. FKHC 2005, aka Tim, saying hail. Although I will say, yes, Space Fraggle, if I remember correctly, you did post several days ago in the stream saying you were really looking forward to this film. So got to give you your due for that one. I posted the Cosby link, of course, at the top where you can watch along with us tonight. FYI, I do have it's the black and white version, which of course should be the only version because that's how it originally was. I don't hate colorized, but I always prefer something in its original state. This Space Fraggle, of course, I'm lucky enough to have it on my physical media stash. Yes, this is one of those absolute. If you're a sci-fi fan, it's a must-have. This one, I'm glad The Day the Earth Stood Still. Films like that, man, they're just so ingrained in the culture. Deleted Scenes, of course, saluting the chat. Lady Mist, the lovely garden nymph herself, welcome, my dear. See if anybody is floating in, and I think that's all we got so far. So, hey, that's good. So you've seen this film before. I'd be willing to put money on because it is so. It is. I mean, it is a true classic. I mean, I'll put it's like the classic whatever, and I mean, sometimes I say it. Yeah, is it really a classic? Close enough. This is a classic because it's really inspired so many other films. And like itself, it in of itself inspired uh, like an X-Files episode and all kinds of different stuff. And of course, John Carpenter's The Thing, which yes, I would put the C word on myself as on it as well, a classic. And like I said, based on have you ever read the original story? Who Goes There?
I actually have not. I
I,
believe I have it on my Kindle. I just haven't gotten to it.
I need to like really read one day. I was reading a summary of it. I was like, okay, what exactly did they, change? And I'm reading it. I'm like, oh my god, it's John Carpenter's The Thing.
Hmm.
I mean, it's literally a lot closer to the original source material than this film was. This film takes your normal, it's it's the Cold War, 1951. We're at the height of the UFO, the beginning of the UFO craze. And so it was all about UFOs. God, I wish I lived back then because I love this kind of stuff. I love like UFOs, Bigfoot, ghosts, any kind of paranormal or supernatural kind of stuff. High strangeness as another term that has been coming out. So let's get going and watch this classic film. Like I said, it is on Cosby. I got some people in here already. That's pretty sweet. So let's select the file. Hopefully everything will go okay. Vindy, is this the right one? Yeah, there it is. The Thing from Another World. Let me get it paused real quick. Just here at the beginning. If you watch on Tubi, there's a little thing at the very beginning. Get past that, and this is going to start basically at the beginning of the RKO production thing. So just wanted to get that out of the way because I noticed that on Tubi when I looked at it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. RKO Radio Picture. I love that logo. Winchester Pictures Corporation presents. That was Howard Hawks'
Howard Hawks.
personal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Great
course, yeah.
title. Great way to do the title.
Indeed, they do this in the Carpenter version as well. The way I understand they did it was they traced the letters up against I forgot what it was, some sort of kind of paperish material, and then they kind of burned it on, and it gives you that effect.
Oh, that's cool. I love old school effects.
Oh,
Those practical, in screen, in camera. You see it because it's there.
Yeah, I mean,
not like the computer stuff.
The one thing that both versions have in common is they are pretty much in camera effects.
Yeah.
I mean, just to go into the Carpenter version for a moment, there was no CGI. It was 1982. They built all of that, and they did the same here as well.
I think this was filmed on a very hot day on a back lot.
This is the Scotty, the newspaper man.
Captain Hendry, Kenneth Tobey, who would be an alien himself one day. taking place at the Alaska Air Command in Anchorage. You kind of miss a nice little setup, nice little fireplace. Man, that'd be kind of nice to be at.
And if for you MST fans out there, if McPherson looks familiar, yes, that is Joe from This Island Earth. No animosities were injured in the making of this film.
Deal him in. Miss playing like poker and card games with family. I I I know it's weird. I would love to live in a place that's that cold, but where you're inside of a place that's cozy. I don't know what it like being inside on a cold, snowy day. I find that very, very pleasing.
Yeah, I get it. All you need is some hot chocolate. Stay for today.
Yep, hot chocolate. Oh, some good movies to watch. You don't, you don't see them little cups like that anymore, or as often. Have you ever heard of the Alaska Triangle?
Vaguely.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a strange area. Weird things happen. Planes go missing, people go missing, UFO sightings. But it would be a strange place, especially at this time when you do have, like I said, with the Russians and the Americans are at the height of, let's just say, a less than trustworthy relationship. Like those skids on a very reminiscent of the Carpenter camp. Did you ever see the Thing sequel or prequel, as it were?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I saw it one time. I didn't hate it. It was all right. It was like Gladiator 2. I seen it.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the same movie and just have the dog run off at the end.
Yeah, this CG killed that movie for me,
Yeah.
especially at the end. It needed to be practical, and they filmed it practical, and then somebody at the studio just decided, no, let's just
Yeah, I mean,
put a bunch of CGI in there.
even if practical's a bit off,
Mhm.
I still prefer it. It's just it's more visceral. It's more it's there. You know, a station zebra. No,
Yeah. And it's here that you realize who should be here that isn't.
how so?
Fred McMurray. I
Oh,
don't know why. I just I watched this movie and I think it needs Fred McMurray. Yeah, I don't know. It's got these guys.
yeah. Well,
It's fair. That's good enough. You know, he's got like Heckle and Jekyll here, just like the good
yeah.
angel, the kind of like the bad angel and worse angel on his shoulders. Here we go.
Uh-huh. And what is the weirdest thing? She has top billing.
Yeah.
Margaret Sheridan. Do, 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 do. A lot of people forget just how nicely they set up a lot of these characters.
Yeah.
You get to know them. You get an idea what their personalities are like.
And then you got drunk and flashed a general.
I will say she is a nice looking woman.
Yeah. I don't like to be interrupted while I'm watching the radar.
He does. He does have that great. I don't want to be bothered with you look to him. Gotta watch out for that magnetometer. Tea was going down the wrong way. Thankfully, I stopped it. Techno babble. I like that cryptic way he talks. I think maybe that we know of.
Well, he's not wrong, as it turns out.
No. That's the one cool thing about like the Arctic and Antarctica. It is a great place to find meteors because they stand out. Well, smaller ones, not like the ones that would make a big crater or anything. Well, that would be pretty easy to find too, actually, now you think about it.
You want to say hello in the chat to Kyle Cullen and also Evelyn Hampton.
Oh, hi, Kyle. Hi, Evelyn. How are you doing?
Remind everybody, the Cosme link is at the top of the chat. We are 16 minutes and 20 seconds into the movie.
Yep. And if you're only stopping by to say hi, you can always watch it later with Tobey. Kyle said, yes, the Gunsmoke actor is in this film.
Mm-hmm.
James Arness, who I share a birthday with, as also John Wayne. Some tough cowboys and James Arness having. I'm just kidding. Man, you can imagine just how hard it would be on your eyes to be up there.
Yeah.
I always liked. There's this movie called Death Hunt with Charles Bronson.
Oh yeah.
And they have those goggles that have their lines in them where you can see out, but it cuts out a lot of the reflection. I always found that fascinating. Oh, here comes the theremin. Yep, it's an alien. Theremin. That's it.
That's the whole movie with him. Holy cats.
I think I read somewhere that this was filmed on 100-degree day.
Oh,
or like when they were when they were surrounding it. Yeah, it was like it's supposed to be a very hot day. And, like how you just get the fin. No need to build a full craft, just show the fin.
Ice Jaws.
Ice Jaws. I've got to watch Santa Jaws.
Oh, I saw a title the other day. Graveyard Shark.
Graveyard Shark. I got it, dude.
Oh, snap.
It is weird. I haven't watched it yet. I kind of like went in to kind of see the quality of it. It is bizarre. It's horrible. I mean,
I don't doubt it.
I mean, you know, it's that kind of same kind of filmmaking that you expect, you know. And the Graveyard Shark is a guy in a big, you know, big foam suit with a shark head.
And of course, this gets repeated in the Carpenter film where they're watching the tapes of the Norwegian camp. Of course, you see none of this, but it's great.
I know it's who needs to build a fin? Just put the foil, you know, and just have them stand around, give you an idea how big it is.
I hadn't thought of that.
Parting of the Red Sea. I think the resurrection of Christ might need a headline there, buddy.
Yeah, but Parting the Red Sea was pretty cool.
Well, you know.
Remember
Noah and his big zoo boat would have been a pretty cool thing too.
Yeah.
I only call it that because of Big Bang Theory. They use that line once. Noah's big zoo boat or something like that. It's actually my favorite story of the Bible, Noah's Ark.
The one that always comes to mind was when Ben Stiller was still doing his TV show, and he had that Cops in Ancient Egypt segment.
Oh, I don't remember that. I never watched that.
Oh, look at this psycho! Hey, Maestro, what are you doing? I'm parting the Red Sea. You got a permit for that? You know. Well, I might have lost it. Okay, pal, you coming downtown?
But what could go wrong?
You think you used enough dynamite there, Butch?
Yeah, you're right, Lady Mist. Oops. I think it was what they explain is the magnesium turned into thermite.
Yeah. You blew it up.
You maniac.
Blew it up. You know? Well, we don't understand it, so we'd better shoot it.
I had a friend of mine once had a big bar of metal, and he wanted to. I had another friend had a forge, and he was going to make a sword out of it. When he sticks it in the fire, and the thing starts like sizzling and blowing up, it was like high magnesium count, and so you couldn't forge it; it would just burn.
Why, thank you.
You wish. Yeah, let's use more thermite.
Yeah. We won't put a scratch on him. Okay.
Like even got Scotty digging. Good God.
You know, they say it was a weather balloon.
Little things like that. I
Yeah.
I like character moments like that.
Doggies.
Poor dogs. Have to deal with this cold and pull these darn humans around.
Ah, geez. Who's this guy? All right. Let's check the name tag. Arness. All right. I'm not moving this guy. You're gonna need some teamsters in here to. Okay.
So darn it, this was supposed to go to Jabba the
Ah,
Hutt.
it's triple pane glass.
I'm wondering if that guy like the closest to us is that Paul Frees? I can't tell.
Maybe.
For anybody who's wondering, I know he's in the film. I mean, he plays Dr. Voorhees, which is kind of appropriate considering what we're doing next week.
Oh.
But Paul Frees is the voice of the Burgermeister Meisterburger and a lot of other characters in some of the Rankin Bass shows. The Burgermeister Meisterburger. See, it's guys like him that we have all these diseases and everything else floating around. You get too ramped up about examining things and well, Voorhees, call it Voorhees.
I can just imagine, like, Hitchcock directing this movie and walking into this room. Now, there's a very important scene that happens here. This is where they do. This is where they do the blood test, and there'll be many surprises. Anyway, sorry. Melt the ice, and it's the animal from the Muppet Show.
he, he has other things to do, though. I like it. He's like more worried about her than he is about this thing in the ice cube. Kind of like a man whose focus is on the right thing.
Oh, Nikki, you're so fun. You're so funny, but my mind. Hey, Nikki.
I like her name is Nikki Nicholson.
Yeah.
The character, not the actress.
Yeah.
Actress is Margaret Sheridan. She was a protege of Howard Hawks. And this is her most remembered role. As it should be, considering.
And this is where things get weird.
Well, she said he had octopus hands. Had to take care of him somehow. Ooh, like a girl with a little force to her. I like it. It took her a few seconds to realize that his hands are back. There you go. That would be freaky. Have the body in ice like that with its eyes open.
Von Hampton says the captain's tied up at the moment. Yes, he was.
Yeah, I can't see it. Sadly, I can't see any of the YouTube chats unless I go to it. a woman smoking unheard of in the 50s. Yeah, let's put the heated blanket on top of the ice cube.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
You imbecile. We
Yeah,
quit.
they sense it.
Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go.
Oh, here we go.
Ew, poopy. When if the few men ever to outdraw Marshall Dillon? Now, would you mind not flagging me? Gee, thank you. I'm sorry I had to do that. Surprise! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Don't mess with the dogs. Well,
No, you gave him a hand.
oh, they asked James Arness for about his outfit. He felt like a big carrot.
Yeah.
I guess the colors like were. That's a great big leap of logic he took. I don't think it can die. Ooh. This episode of Veggie Tales is weird.
Like, what will this super carrot do to Bugs Bunny?
Ooh. That'd be an interesting little fanfic. The Thing from Another World versus Bugs Bunny.
Let's go. Oh, she's not in this.
Who? What? Oh, something.
Ripley. Sorry, I was trying to be funny.
Oh. It's like his thirst for knowledge is so heavy. He doesn't care even if it costs who knows how many lives.
Well, you fed it after midnight.
Yeah, this would be a good time to have a sword. You know, I'll give the doctor that. He is right there. He's like he was flying, had some technical issues, crashed, got frozen in a block of ice, woke up, somebody started shooting at him, and dogs started jumping on him.
This makes me very angry.
I like it. It's like the first he's heard. If he had things alive. I like he had to check just to be sure. Can't take a word for it.
The strawberries. I didn't know anything about the strawberries.
If one of the cabbages starts to go, feed me.
Well, if you think about it, it kind of
Yes,
does.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the thing from another world, the thing. uh,
He got hungry. Stone. Sorry.
okay, the guy in the light sweater with the dark collar is Paul Frees. Okay, you called him Voorhees.
Bagel says, "Don't touch that pod person growing in the back." Welcome back, Tim. Cosby link at the top of the chat. We are 55 minutes into the movie.
Yep, 55:05, 6, 7.
I'm not dead.
Bleeding them like a deer hanging from a tree. I could use some venison. That's bad.
Flip another.
Oh. I got the gun. You need to listen.
She's gone to plaid.
What am I looking at here, Tim? Oh, if you zoom under the wing, it's Greenland. Oh, okay. He's a grumpy pants. Is that Peter Graves? No, it's
No, the other Peter Graves. They were half brothers.
Oh yeah, James Arness
Yeah.
and Peter Graves.
Peter
Yeah,
Graves.
yeah.
Yeah.
These were growing little aliens. They were full brothers. Oh, okay.
And eventually to take over New York City in the director's cut. I'll stop.
Feed me.
Does it have to be real?
Does it have to be mine?
It have to be mine.
A grave for L. Lord Tim. Good Lord. I'm sorry. You see what the thing is? You're growing them. That is so like stupid.
Yeah. Rob Reiner, Miley Cyrus. And we have concluded that the greenhouse has not moved for quite some time. Bam!
Nice. It's nice that he put two and two together like that, though.
Yeah, well. Because he's not the evil scientist. He doesn't want anybody to get killed. He's just
No, he's searching, he's seeking knowledge.
yeah.
He sees an advanced civilization that could teach us so many things. He doesn't realize that these things see us as, cattle, you know.
But he's the interesting character because he's the one scientist like sides with the military like right away,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, we're
He's
dealing
he's
with
the
something.
he's the
Yeah,
reasonable one.
yeah.
Oh yes. Um, Paul Frees also did the voice of Boris Badenoff. Yeah, he's got quite a list of vocal credits. Richard Burgermeister Meisterberger. He was in Last Unicorn. He did the Rankin Bass animated versions of The Hobbit and The Return of the King.
Yeah, this random kerosene can that we
I
had in the
like it. I like it. Watch that cigarette.
The Thing and Sergeant York, same universe, confirmed.
Da da da.
Right.
Oh, burn the whole place down. Quick Richard Pryor is getting away. Well, that is a deep dive for some people.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people don't even know what you're talking about. I do. I remember when that happened.
That's not kerosene. That's the bedpan. You nitty hammer. Okay.
Did you say Nitty Hammer?
Yes, I did.
She had the lead billing. I cannot believe she had the lead billing. I think that's so funny. I think they were filming this in a big freezer
Locker.
or something. Yeah. That was always fun. I think I mentioned before, I used to work at an old country store. We had a big walk-in freezer. And nice on a hot day to go in there, but it's kind of cool, like sit there, wait long enough, you get to see your breath.
Yeah, I used to work in a freezer just because I was pretty much the only guy that could get in there. Did what I had to do.
I liked working there. It was kind of fun. So there kept the beer, the meat, the live bait. Wine coolers. I like how they keep up the banter.
One heater to heat them all. But that's a nice touch, though, because this isn't Scotty's first rodeo, so to speak.
Yeah. He's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting concept. It's like he's got a backstory with these guys.
Yeah.
You can't think if you're dead.
I'm doing stuff, Lori. Things.
Very reminiscent of Aliens when they were tracking the movement.
Hell yeah.
It should be here now. I like he can be real mad when he gets to me.
That was a real case, by the way.
What?
The Snyder and Gray.
Oh. Da, da, da. He is a big man.
Yeah.
Damn doctors!
Miss.
Boom. Nice. It's electrifying, electrifying, electrifying. I like it when it gets down to this size, they used a midget or a little person. Excuse me. Sorry.
Billy Curtis.
Billy Curtis.
From High Plains Drifter. Yeah. You get effect there. Nope.
Oh, poor Scotty. Pile of ash.
Later. We got flung pretty far. Watch the skies. Keep watching the skies. And like I said, that had a lot more effect back then because of everything that was going on.
Nikki, Margaret Sheridan. And that is the thing from another world. And it's about to start again, so I'm going to take Cosby down. There we go. Classic movie. Love. Oh yeah, Evelyn, you're right. Scotty's ending monologue is it's up there with me with a lot of the other ones. Even jeez, can't think of it. Invasion of the Body Snatchers and just just some great like that watch the skies or they're here good chemistry, guys. Oh, thank you for the movie, one of my favorites. Watch on a Saturday afternoon, says Lady Mist. Yeah, this is a film I like. It's good for like once, twice a year. I like to settle down and watch it. Actually, I watched it a little before not thanks. Well, it was before Thanksgiving, before Halloween, and I had a lot of fun watching it. Would like to say, delete the scenes. Thanks for being here. What you got coming up? So everybody can know what's going on in the world of.
Let's see. Hopefully, everybody will be well enough over there at the with the gang over at the Pop Culture Minefield because they're supposed to be doing their Saturday show about Gremlins at 4 p.m. If that show goes, I'm hoping to be there. You can also find me Sunday at 4 p.m. along with Outlaw Bill for Western Cinema Presents. Again, if all goes as planned. My show Unscripted, of course, at 8 p.m. over on my channel. And let's see. I have the Mystery Movie Night podcast next Tuesday night at 7. And I am going to be joining Off the Cover for his Thirsty Thursday show. It should be the last one for the year. So,
any thoughts on what the mystery movie might be? I know which one would be really cool, but I don't know if it would be.
Go ahead.
I think it'd be cool, maybe like Nosferatu or something. But
it would be. We'll see.
Evelyn Hampton mentioned Kenneth Tobey was in several excellent sci-fi movies.
He was.
Yes, you probably weren't here at the beginning, but the reason we watched this one is because he was in the film 2 weeks ago, Strange Invaders, and it just kind of popped into my head. That's kind of why we watched it this time. Space Fraggle believes in UFOs and alien life forms. I do too. I think the universe is too big for life not to have had a spark somewhere else. And I don't, whether they come here in flying saucers or not, who knows? It's good. But the world is better thinking that it's a possibility. I always have. Anything else? You guys doing Sparkwood 21 this week again?
No, we are going to be taking the week off from that and kind of give everybody a rest, kind of relax, recharge the batteries before we bring the show back. So no Sparkwood in 21 this week. Next week, but we will be back very soon.
Awesome. As for me, of course, I will be on. What will I be on? Tomorrow night with on Netters Networks. Retro Cinema Presents. We're going to be watching Ever After, starring Drew Barrymore and Doug Ray Scott. That could be a lot of fun. Next Friday, we will be back here because next Friday is Friday the 13th, and we are going to be watching Friday the 13th, Part 3, 3D well, it won't be in 3D, but it was originally shot in 3D. So we're going to be watching that. It's going to be our continuing working our way through the Friday the 13th when there is a Friday the 13th. So I think that could be a lot of fun. And the week after that, also going to be here on the 20th with Agent Boomer. And we're going to be watching the next 2 episodes of Robin of Sherwood. So join us for that. So yeah, we got I got something going on the next 3 weeks here. I mean, well, 2 weeks coming up after today. So that'll be a lot of fun. As for my next Saturday night show, it's going to be the 14th. So after next Friday, I'm also doing the Saturday. Going to be doing the musical Journey to Bethlehem, which came out last year. Fun little musical about the Nativity and the Wise Men and King Herod and all that kind of stuff. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun. I thought it'd be a good rewatch for this time of year. And then 2 weeks after that, the first Saturday after Christmas, it's going to be Lethal Weapon. So got some good stuff coming up. And then of course next year, still figuring out stuff, but let's just say January we're going to be having The Never-Ending Story and Labyrinth. So that's going to be starting out the new year. So some good stuff. Don't know about the next Friday unknown movie with deleted scenes. We'll figure something out and figure out what day to do it, because with doing the Friday the 13th, the normal schedule would have been the 20th. We'll do that with Agent Boomer. So it may be next year before we come back to do another surprise. Who knows what it's going to be? Fun movie. I got a couple of ideas though that actually popped into my head tonight, but I'll worry about those later. But you guys will definitely know. As for other stuff, keep an eye out for my channel for some reviews. I saw Moana 2. It's a Wonderful Knife. Our Little Secret, which is on Netflix. Dear Santa. I saw Wicked, of course. The Merry Gentleman, Hot Frosty. All kinds of cool stuff showing up. And do I have something in the mix? No, I don't. I don't have anything ready to go as a review. So, but I'm sure something will pop up. Any final thoughts? Deleted scenes before we head on out.
Final thoughts. We kind of didn't get to everything. One of the things that's interesting about this movie is how much it kind of references pop culture of that time period.
Yeah.
So one thing it can do is go and look on IMDb and look under the trivia for this movie. You'll find some very interesting stuff that Al and I didn't have time to get to. But there's a
lot. There's a lot for this film.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So it's some pretty interesting, things. Like I said, the Snyder and Gray case that Scotty references was real. There's references to films of the time period. There's historical references. There's the whole back and forth as to whether Nikki is actually her first name or a nickname. There's a lot of fun stuff. So, I kind of almost wish we could go back. We can go back and do this movie maybe later on again and kind of go into some of that stuff. But so check out IMDb Pro for the trivia section. You'll find some interesting stuff in there.
Any movie,
really, yeah. My favorite one is the one for Sniper Special Ops, which is like this really bad Steven Seagal movie. Anyway, there's a lot of funny stuff in there. And classic movie. I had a lot of fun revisiting it. Thank you once again, Al, for asking me to come on. And
anytime.
And of course, thank you to everybody who joined us in the chat.
everybody who watched on along with us on Cosme, anybody who might have been lurking in the background, which is totally fine. Just as long as you enjoyed the show. Hit the like, share out the stream, subscribe to not only Al's channel, but also the channels of everybody in the chat, because we have a few people here who have channels. And as I always say at the end of every show, from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night, take care, stay strong, be safe, because this is how we win.
Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope everybody has a wonderful, happy, safe, and fun weekend. And like I said, if you're snowed in, like I know some people are getting, or if it's just too cold to go out, like it's been for some, find something fun to watch. Take care, and watch the skies.